Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood, joining you once again for another exciting installment of the Roundtable Person podcast, sponsored by BodySlam.net. And to my right is the man himself, Mr. Chemical Julian. And below us is the man who's supposed to be moderating the goddamn chats. Your boy, Shay.
Moderating.
So, Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. It came faster than Veer did. Of course, Veer still ain't coming. He's been coming for fucking like 6 months.
2 months and counting.
Man, it's a long time. It's a long time for someone to be coming and not be here. Like, where's he walking from? Is he walking from fucking Saudi Arabia? Like, is he like somewhere? Like, is he like on a skateboard or some shit? Like, what is he doing? Is he crawling?
I think Veer's out there delivering unemployment checks.
Oh my god. Oh, they're gonna be busy for a long ass time.
Yeah, 162 people.
Man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're here for another exciting edition of the Roundtable Person podcast. Hello, Tim Simmons. Tim Simmons is in the house.
Tim
Simmons, what's going on?
So let's talk about Monday Night Raw and the shit that went down tonight.
So let's just get into the meat of it. You know, there's no need to go match by match, but I mean, we'll do that anyway. But let's get into the top issues of the show and the most compelling storylines of Raw that happened tonight, and some things that kind of moved forward, not move the needle, but some stories that move forward.
You mean Vince McMahon sexually harassing poor Austin Theory?
Austin Theory.
Hey, he gave him a job. He gave him an opportunity to
get it. Yeah,
I really wonder
to get it in.
If someone's boss for real had a Kiss My Ass club. I mean, human resources be on them, like, you know, for
Like
harassment, for just bad taste, just for hostile work environment.
I mean, you probably would have that. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you know,
you got some dude talking about Kiss My Ass, like that
this is WWE, you know, and you know, despite the fact that we showed JR getting his face shoved in McMahon's ass, but
William Regal.
But we also saw many men getting their face shoved in Rikishi's ass too. So I mean,
well, actually have Rikishi's ass shoved in their face. I don't think they were volunteering for nothing.
That's some serious ass to mouth, ladies and gentlemen. I've been having a real shitty day, and that was the first joke that I was going to tell tonight, ladies and gentlemen. So bear with me; it's been a really fucked up day. So let's go with what's going on. We can always talk about the first match on the card, and I'm not talking about the 20 minutes of storyline at the beginning of the show. I'm talking about Bianca Belair versus Piper Niven. I'm not going to call her Dewdrop. Not going to do that.
Thank you.
I think that it was a pretty decent match.
Yeah.
I mean,
they've had some pretty decent goings over the last couple of weeks, you know, except for the whole DQ walkout.
Okay, but, so the DQ walkout thing. Let's talk about that. Do people actually think that they win a match by DQ and it's okay? Like, if I'm challenging for a championship, I'm not going to want to get disqualified.
No.
You know, I'm going to want to go out there and beat that ass and win the match the right way, like a normal person.
But we talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about this extensively.
We talked about this about champions phoning it in and losing in non-title matches. Hell, even back in, as you can tell, I was watching WrestleManias this past weekend.
Yeah,
and we saw when Rick Martel walked out on Tito Santana at WrestleMania 5 and just, you know, left Tito to the wolves, where you know, the Brainbusters beat that ass. So I mean, in wrestling, it's somebody walking out is always just part of a storyline or something to drive the storyline forward. So in this case, it was Bianca Belair versus Dewdrop. We're not going to have her beat her, so we'll have a DQ. Next time we'll have them actually fight, and You know what? It's almost as bad. I'm not gonna say it as bad. I'm gonna say it's almost akin to AEW doing these time limit draws for Bryan Danielson to not make him quote unquote look bad.
Okay, I knew you were going to go there with that. I knew you were going to go there with that.
You knew he was going to drop it, even though you knew he should have won the title or won the match or whatever. So it's a placeholder. It's a decimal point. It's a 0 after the decimal point. It just gets you to the next round. So, I mean that's about that. And again, in a match where wins, in a company or promotion where wins and losses don't really matter. It's whatever.
Okay, so we all know wins and losses don't matter in the WWE. So
No.
I'm not even gonna pretend like, oh my god, the wins and losses matter. The wins and losses matter. Nope, I'm not gonna give a shit about that. People are smart. People watch this and they watch this. You know, okay. I was watching something earlier today. I was watching a podcast earlier this morning. And basically what Adam Cleary, right? He broke it down to what the WWE is all about. And it didn't make sense to me until right when you said that. The WWE is not about professional wrestling. It's like a remember that stupid show Seinfeld?
Yes.
Seinfeld was a show that was a show about absolutely fucking nothing. Right? Like that was the purpose of that show. The show was about nothing. It was about this comedian and his friends that did nothing, and that was the show. WWE is a show about WWE is a show about a company making a company of a show. So basically, it's like you ever said that 30 Rock. 30 Rock is a show about some newscasters and TV people making a show, right? That's all the WWE is. The WWE is a fucking male-based soap opera.
Correct.
Vince McMahon is not he's trying to win an Emmy. He doesn't give a shit about wrestling. He's trying to win a daytime Emmy. That's why if you look at WWE as opposed to AEW, WWE is they're the longest running episodic television show.
Correct.
Not professional wrestling show. Episodic television show. More shows than Seinfeld. More shows than fucking Cheers. More shows than WKRP in Cincinnati. More shows than the Jeffersons or any of the other bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really look at like WWE as a promotion where wins and losses matter because it doesn't fucking matter. It's a TV show.
WWE is a show where the wrestling is incidental, but the sports entertainment serves to drive the storylines. So, for example, over on SmackDown, the storyline is: can Roman Reigns trust the wise man?
The wise man
is Roman Reigns going to get turned on by Paul Heyman in favor of Brock Lesnar? Oh, is there going to be betrayal? Oh, is there going to be a double turn? And
or swear.
Incidentally, I mean, this is kind of what wrestling has been about always. However, in other promotions, the in-ring action is the focus.
Yeah.
Where like in WCW, you had the best of 7 between Chris Benoit and Booker T.
Mm-hmm.
The closest to what WWE is doing now is pretty much all the NWO stuff, because NWO was not very wrestling or match oriented. It was all about who's going to join next, who's going to turn on WCW. Oh my gosh, is Sting really turning his back on WCW and his friends, etc., etc. This isn't Magnum TA and Dusty Rhodes and Nikita Koloff trying to go for the title. In WWE, the titles are incidental, and that's why you have Shinsuke Nakamura defending the Intercontinental Championship once in 9 months.
And I think Damian Priest is about the same as well because he hasn't defended United States champion since he won it.
Well, no, Damian Priest has defended the title, but he's only in the ring because they're trying to push this. Oh, he's got a dark side persona.
Right.
So in today's WWE, a Dean Malenko and a Chris Benoit would not do well because these were guys who just showed up to wrestle. I mean, they walked to the ring, little to no fanfare, black boots, black tights, or whatever, and they got them there and they punished people in the ring. And there was no real storyline behind it. And that's why these days we don't have like Jim Jenkins from Ames, Iowa, facing now coming to the ring, the Ultimate Warrior, and shit like that, because people aren't really interested in the wrestling. I'm sorry, WWE is not interested in pushing the wrestling aspect. They're interested in pushing the storyline. There's really no longer any wrestling matches that happen without a quote unquote reason or some sort of storyline behind it. And that's why you don't have something that makes sense, like Damian Priest having an open challenge where he really defends the title against anybody. And that's why he has an open challenge. He accepts a challenge from Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode cheats to win, or he gets an assistance from Dolph Ziggler. And then the next time it's, ooh, I'm going to get you Dolph Ziggler. So then it's Dolph Ziggler versus Damian Priest. But, oh, Damian Priest has this dark side, and he pops off, and he's beating people. And, oh, we now have to set up a triple threat match. Oh, now we have to – it's all about, the story that's behind it. So now we're watching a promotion where the storyline drives wrestling and not the other way around. Because before, it used to be there was a conflict driven by storyline, and the conflict was resolved by the wrestling match. And right now, the wrestling match is incidental. Like, they could, I don't know, they could probably have a poker match in the ring to resolve a conflict. Oh, wait, that happened on NXT.
Yeah. and on Raw, when Triple H and DX.
Yeah. I mean, you now have in-ring talk show segments that are used to drive a storyline that at some point will lead to a wrestling match. But really, the storyline is, how angry is Maurice at The Miz? Will Edge get Maurice to turn on The Miz? Can The Miz get Omos and AJ to turn against each other? And so forth and so on. So it's not about...
this whole look. This is why. This is one of the main reasons why, ladies and gentlemen, like I am so against Monday Night Raw's stupid ass storylines. I called this 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, we were going to see AJ and Omas break up because I said Omas is going to win the fucking Royal Rumble because he's a Vince McMahon guy. Vince is like, oh, that guy is so big. He's so big. Oh my
he's
God,
so
you see how
meaty.
big he is? He's so big. Like, I get it. He's fucking big, but the guy can't fucking work for shit. So you're about to put him over fucking Big E for the title, probably.
Hold on. Tonight, we were told that he's learned so much. He's gotten so much better.
He's better than AJ. He's a star.
Yeah.
He's a future star. They called him everything except a future Hall of Famer.
That's some Vince McMahon shit right there.
I mean, they blew up. I was watching the show, and when they said that, I turned my head and I said, who the fuck they talking about?
Yeah.
Is there some new guy named Omas who showed up?
Right.
Who's like some sort of technical wizard who
he's been training with somebody? Like, who the hell is that guy? But anyway, so they want you to believe this stupid shit. So let's go back. Like I said, Piper Niven versus Bianca Belair. For the last 3 weeks, the story has been either Piper Niven has been leaving the ring after she beats Belair's ass, or she will go in there and she'll do something stupid and get rolled up. So she's lost like what, 3 times?
Yes.
right? So she's lost 3 times. So this is where it gets funny. She's lost 3 times. So she challenges her again. So the show starts, blah, blah, blah. So they have Bianca Belair come out, she does her little dance and everything. She's like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Piper comes out and they immediately go to work. The match starts really slow, for my taste at least. Really slow. But then they start picking up, and the story has been Bianca is the strongest. She's the EST of everything. Fastest, strongest, stupidest, I don't know.
Smartest.
Quickest, slickest, richest, whatever. Talentless, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't care.
Ruthless.
But ruthless, that's what I was thinking. So the point is, she's doing all of this stuff, and all she wants to do is hit the KOD on Piper
Niven. Yep.
So she literally goes, like, as soon as the match starts, she ducks the clothesline, picks her up for the KOD, tries to. Piper's like, I'm not having it. Not having it. After a couple of big spots, Piper gets really stupid. She goes on, she starts acting like an idiot, and she gets rolled up. 1, 2, kick out. Right? Now, this match went a good 8 minutes. 6 of the 8 minutes were really good. The first, 2 minutes of the match were stupid. But at the end of the day, everyone wanted to see Bianca Belair get the win. So Bianca wins with the KOD. Gets a huge
KOD.
Pop. Huge pop. Fans go crazy for it. Go crazy for it. And that's it. That's the end of their feud. If I were booking this, I would have had Bianca lose.
Yep.
Correct.
And Bianca would have had to face her at day 1. And
Correct.
then Bianca could have got her.
She would have actually left her to KOD.
It's like, and I hate to use this guy because he's a racist piece of shit, but remember when Hogan was fighting Andre?
Yes.
And Hogan was trying to body slam Andre?
Yep.
And he couldn't do it.
Yep.
He went to slam Andre, and he fucking took a back bump, boom, right? Try to do it again, take another bump. Finally, at WrestleMania 3, it was a hip toss. Let's call it what it is. It was a fucking hip toss. But he picked him up for the slam. And people were crazy. That was a culmination of their fucking feud at that time because everyone wanted to see the slam. Big John Studd had a fucking body slam challenge.
Correct.
Yep.
Where it was like, what, $50,000 in a fucking
$50,000 on the line.
Yep.
People would come in and try to body slam it like it's a body slam challenge. You know what I mean? So once that sequence was done, the story's done. It's over. Now what? What is Bianca going to do at day 1? Nothing. But I guarantee you that WWE is going to run that match back because 50-50 booking. They got to run that match back.
So here's the funny thing. So you take a character like Bianca Belair, and what's her main selling point?
She's the best of everything.
Well, her main selling point is that she's so athletic and she's so fit, and she's the queen of CrossFit, et cetera, et cetera. And it's all over social media. It's all over the Bump and Raw. I mean, just all the social media stuff. So in her matches, they do everything to show her being as athletic as possible.
Yep.
However,
flips to doing flips for no reason at all to, doing everything else.
However, why is she wrestling? She's wrestling because she wants to be champion. She lost to Becky Lynch in 17 seconds, 11 seconds, whatever it was, and she lost her championship. Now Becky is busy with Liv Morgan right now.
Yeah, I'll get to that later.
And their little feud. And so they need something to keep Bianca Belair busy. And by busy, I mean, this is like when your teachers didn't feel like teaching and they ran off some copies and they were like, hey, write these definitions to these words or do the sheet full of math problems. It's all busy work. It's something to keep her on TV and show how athletic she is and show how, what a great wrestler she is, if you want to say that, and show how, how tough she is and how she's a winner. But it's keeping her out of the spotlight or out of the feud that would involve Becky. What should happen, but what they're not going to do, is they should now make the women's title, the Raw women's title, a triple threat match.
Okay, so
I mean that makes the most sense simply because Bianca said, this is the final chapter. This is the blow-off match to our feud. And now it's done. It's blown off. It's done with. Who's she going to feud with? Tamina? No, Tamina's going after the 24/7 title.
24/7 title. Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm getting at is they don't the whole long-term storytelling. 3 weeks. This is going for what? 3 weeks?
Yeah,
maybe a month.
They couldn't make it to 3 weeks, and that's what I'm saying. They painted themselves into a corner because it's like, oh shit, Bianca's
what do we do now?
Done. What do we do now? Have her feud with Nia Jax. Oh wait, we fired her. Have her feud with Nikki ASH or Rhea Ripley.
Oh no,
that doesn't make sense. Like, how do you do that? I mean, go ahead. Have Bianca go ahead and insert herself and be like, hey, look, you know what? I'm the former champion. I want my rematch. Oh wait, you have a title shot coming up at day one. Well, then forget that. Make it a triple threat match. I mean, argue that case. Make it make sense. That's what would make sense. Or have her feud with somebody else.
Here's the problem. They are doing that in the main event, so they can't do it in the lower card either. That's the problem. They write themselves into a corner. They're like, fuck, what can we do? Let's just throw them all in there. You know,
Correct.
we need to grab ratings. Let's just do something stupid. Let's have a championship contenders match. You know, back in my day, it was called a non-title match, but you know, championship contenders match. You know, it's the same thing as a non-title match. The challenger should challenge the challenger should beat the champion in order to get a title shot.
Correct.
Or earn their way to the championship, you know, by beating everybody else.
Beat two other people. Yeah, correct.
But that's not the way it works in WWE. So you get stupid matches like the United States Championship tournament contender bullshit. And anyway, so we go to backstage. Vince McMahon and Austin Theory. This storyline. Now I don't know if it's Vince being homoerotic.
I think this storyline leads to the return of Triple H to the ring, or the return of Triple H to TV.
Look, basically, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We got Finn Balor facing Austin Theory. Last week, Austin Theory attacked Finn Balor. Got a match with Finn Balor. Lost to Finn Balor. So he's got a match tonight. So we go for round 2 of Balor and Theory.
Round 2.
I gotta say this. I'm just gonna come right out the gate and say this. Austin Theory fucking impressed the shit out of me in this match.
Yeah, he did really good.
This was the best match Austin Theory has had on the main roster at all, both times.
Until
he took a goddamn selfie.
Until he did the goddamn selfie. Hey, let me ask you a question.
Universal champion beat.
Let me ask you a question. You know, Shane, I don't know how many hours you spent in the ring, but you know, to the franchise player, bad blood. Let me ask you: in the last match you had, when you were defending your title, when you were defending Big Red in the ring, and you gave your opponent your finishing move, how much time did you spend posing, preening, or taking a selfie before the pin?
I'm gonna have to say not a goddamn second.
Ever.
And the reason why this makes no sense is because everybody knows that when you're in the middle of a match, and this is another pet peeve of mine. When Biggie does his power slams and he does his overhead tosses, the whole standing over somebody and gyrating, why has nobody punched him in the nuts to this day?
Tiger uppercut right to the dick.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, I mean, I get it. Like, I remember how if you look on Wikipedia or if you look on any of the WWE video games, they will describe some people's signature moves as like Big E, a big splash with theatrics, or a power slam with theatrics, or a power bomb with theatrics. The issue that I have with the theatrics is if your opponent is not like laid out, is the whole reason why the people's elbow, as much as I love seeing it, as much as a big pop
I would not sell that shit.
it is the most ridiculous move in professional wrestling.
That and the 5-knuckle shuffle. Like,
that
did you really
hurts
just do
me
that?
right there. That hurts me because I'm a fan of The Rock.
Look, some dude. Look, Shane.
When
look.
Cena used to bend over and pump up his Air Jordans.
Yep, remember his little pump action shoes?
Yeah.
Any move you do that involves theatrics that gives your opponent time to recover, I get it. It's theatrics. It's what pops the crowd. It's wrestling. It's not wrestling. It's sports entertainment.
Sports entertainment.
Ric Flair strutting the ring. That's sports entertainment. That's not part of the match. And Big E gyrating. It's a waste of time. But Austin Theory grabbing his phone to take a selfie of him pinning Finn Balor, that was just stupid.
Yeah.
Let me paint a picture for you. Austin Theory does this sick ass move where he's outside the ring, he dives through the middle rope, rolls into a complete ball, jumps up and drop kicks you in the face.
Yes.
It's a pretty nice move.
It is a very nice. It is so fucking beautiful. Every time I see it, I'm like, oh my god, that's chef's kiss.
Bad Blood wishes
Awesome.
he could do that move.
I'm going to, but the point I'm trying to make is,
dude has
you see something like that, and it's got like imagine this, ladies and gentlemen, Randy Orton. Randy Orton hits you with the RKO, and then he stands above you and he shakes his balls in front of your face, and then he walks over to the corner. He does the whole, the John Travolta Staying Alive thing. Like in that time, I got up, I got out of the ring, went and got water, ate a pizza, got back in the ring, laid back down, just so I can kick out. Like that's the type of shit we're talking about. In a real fight, if I punch you, Shane, in the face, and you bend down and you're bleeding from your nose, I'm not gonna be like, Shane is bleeding from his nose. Let me go grab my phone real quick and take a selfie and bleed in his nose, and then put my phone back down and then get back to the fight. Really?
No.
I mean, when is the last time you were in a fight where you went jab, 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 and then did the wave?
That's like funny too hard stuff right there.
I don't think I've ever done that. Oh my God, I would have got my ass kicked.
It was like when Bully Ray used to do the jab, 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 and then the. I'm like,
right. So
what are you doing, man?
Right to the nose, broken nose, right there. But there you go. Theatrics.
I get it. It's part of the entertainment portion of it. It's part of sports entertainment. It's part of wrestling in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But what Awesome Theory did tonight was stupid.
Okay.
He could have gotten the win if he didn't grab his phone.
It was stupid.
It'd be like Rikishi stopping for a dance break.
Dance break.
Didn't Carmella and fucking R-Truth used to do that?
Yeah, they did that one time. Yeah.
And the camera would go all like this. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who did you say?
R-Truth and Carmella. We already know.
Thank you.
You already
Thank
know.
you.
So anyway, look, ladies and gentlemen, Austin Theory did the most, but Balor wins with a stomp from the top rope. The coup de grace. So yeah, it was a pretty solid match. I give that match literally, I'll give it 4 stars because Balor is always great, but Austin Theory fucking was on fire.
Yeah.
Can I tell you that when Balor went to the top rope for the double stomp, part of me kind of expected the ropes to break and to fall down.
And the light from Kevin shine down on him. No demon.
Something was like.
Or Arn Anderson grabbed the Glock and shot the top rope.
Oh my God.
Lasers. Pew pew.
Oh man. Spider-Man Far From Home. Anyway, or Spider-Man No Way Home. So let me go to The Miz. Now earlier in the night, Miz was speaking with Omas and AJ came out. And you knew some shit was going down.
Yep.
So on Miz TV, you got Miz interviewing AJ and Omas. And I gotta say this. AJ wasn't taking no shit.
No.
AJ was like, oh, like you and your wife? AJ was throwing shade. He was throwing hella shade. Like he was like, hold on, let me pull Let me pull the shade down my house real quick so you can have.
Yes, he
He
was.
was throwing shade. He was salty as fuck. Call that man Lowry's because he was all seasoned up with that salt. And Omas didn't say anything. That was telltale sign number one.
Correct.
So immediately it goes into a tag team match. The Mysterios versus AJ and Omas.
Out of nowhere.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
It was like an RKO, just came out of nowhere. So this match was part of the the RK Bro Bronament.
Was it?
Yes, because remember
Yeah,
they
it
were
was
supposed to face AJ and Omas last week, but one of the Street Profits was hurt, and then AJ was like hurt. So AJ and Omas versus Rey Mysterio and Dominic Mysterio, and AJ took 90% of the match.
Yeah.
Yes.
He finally got the hot tag, which really wasn't a hot tag because he went over to tag Omas,
That was
and
a cold
Omas
ass tag.
pretty much turned around like, I ain't got shit to do with you. And Dominic Mysterio got the pin. The Mysterios beat AJ and Omas.
Turning away.
In a tag team match. So
To further the storyline.
Yeah. So AJ turns around like, and you can read his lips like, it's like this, big man. It's like this. And Omas was like, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And AJ went to attack Omas. Omas shoved him down. AJ hits a phenomenal forearm on him. Boom, one time. I was like, okay, now I'm gonna springboard and do it. He goes to springboard and he gets caught by the size 12 hand.
Gorilla pressed him.
And just gorilla pressed him 8 feet in the air. And Corey Graves is like, oh my God, that's 8 feet in the air. And he drops him. So that's the setup for their match. And Omas grabs the mic and his horrible ass voice. That's how you see me. It's gonna be in a match. It's gonna be in a match, you piece of crap. I was like, what the fuck did he say? It was like he had a mouthful of marbles. He swallowed the mic. But I guess what he was trying to say was, the next time I see you, it will be in a match. And ladies and gentlemen, next week on Monday Night Raw, you have the phenomenal AJ Styles versus the personal, what do we call it? His personal Colossus?
Personal bodyguard.
His personal Colossus, the man formerly known as George, Big George. Now that's when he was his bodyguard, bounced through the door, Big George. Oh my God. Yeah. Now he's Omas, and he is so big.
I got a question for you.
He's big. He's so big.
Can you imagine a back and forth promo between Omas and Ahmed Johnson?
No. I only understand the English language, okay? I mean, I understand a lot of languages, but I don't understand what the fuck they both speak. So it'd be like,
and the fans will be like, you hear any of this? You know what they're saying?
All I understood was Jinder Mahal.
V.
He'll be like, my homeboy's coming next week. I got backup. His name is V.
Hey, for those of you old school cartoon fans, he go, blah, blah, blah. What did he say? He say we have match next week.
Oh man,
it would only be better if you had Omas and Ahmed Johnson having a back and forth promo with Dusty Rhodes translating.
Oh my God. What he said, my boy, was he's gonna beat your ass in public if you will.
He gonna beat your ass.
Said he gonna get you, baby.
He said it's like 2 fists on one man's. Oh man, Dusty Rhodes was great though. Dusty Rhodes was fucking amazing.
Yeah, he is.
So you got me messed up now. Next up we have Randy Orton versus Chad Gable. And ladies and gentlemen,
hey man, you know what?
Showed out.
Hey, any chance I get to see Chad Gable wrestle, I'm happy.
Chad Gable was really freaking good, man.
Oh, that was like two good match. Well, there's one good match. One good match after that debacle tag team match. But dude, every time you see Chad Gable, I think this dude needs to fucking be the world champion.
Yes.
Or at least the United States champion. He's fucking great.
Didn't he wrestle AJ Styles for the WWE champion one time?
Yeah, he did.
Almost won too.
Yeah. I will tell you this. This match was great. Gable was great. He took Orton to the limit. Like he had Orton sweating.
He did.
Orton finally hits the RKO, whatever, whatnot. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, but at the end of the night, at the end of the match, Big Otis,
Big
O,
Otis.
the Big O,
Air brother number 3.
Bear Otis, hits the ring, and Randy goes for an RKO, and Otis shoves him off.
Nope.
Goes for a clothesline. He ducks. Randy goes for the RKO again, shoves him off.
Nope.
Goes for another clothesline. He ducks again. Randy goes for RKO again, shoves him off again.
Nope.
Turns around, gives him a back elbow. Boom. Knock Randy's ass down. Look.
It's time.
It's
time.
It's Otis.
It's Otis. Time.
Hey, Otis looked like fucking Vader with that no neck. He
Yeah,
tried
he
around,
does.
Come on, Randy. Come on, Randy. I was like, Jesus Christ. First off, get him a manager so he can talk for him because he shouldn't be talking.
That is correct.
Secondly, unleash the beast. Let Otis go fucking crazy.
Yes.
All that doing the worm shit, I'm glad he don't do that no more.
Nope.
He needs to be Vader bombing people left and right.
No more tucking.
Yeah. Yeah. Stakes and weights. Now, you don't need to do that shit no more.
Hey, man, you got to start somewhere.
Man,
Yep.
Yeah, but that was. Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to start there.
I never want to
I
start
don't
there.
want it anymore.
Yeah, stakes and weights, ladies and gentlemen, stakes and weights. Speaking of stakes and weights, I want to go to a quick commercial break so we can pay some of these bills so we can all afford to get some stakes
Thanks.
and weights.
Thanks.
Oh my God. I don't know what to do with you, Shane. You ever run your mouth talking about stakes and weights? You don't need a steak and you damn sure not looking for no weights. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been grilled on lane, I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I've been grilled on lane, I've been taking all the fun out. Drive me insane. I've been
When you want to get your hair cut, you go get your hair cut right. You head down to Big D's Barbershop. Big D's Barbershop, Vancouver, Washington's best and brightest. 1019 Main Street, Vancouver, Washington, where you can go get your hair lined up, cuts, fades, shampoos, conditions, and all the great things that go with supporting a local barbershop in a local business area. You can also reach them online at www.bigdsbarbershop.com. Go get your haircut right.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
It is true, ladies and gentlemen. Great futures do start the Boys and Girls Club. But you know what else great happens in Oregon?
What else happens great in Oregon?
Well, January 2nd.
January
ECW
2nd.
Worldwide presents, what is it, Shane?
Legacy fulfilled.
True tradition, the legacy fulfilled, ladies and gentlemen. Live at the M&M Marketplace at the Sports Arena. The big
Sports
arena.
Arena?
It's huge. It's almost as big as Omas. It's so huge. So that's going to be at 346 Southwest Walnut Street, Hillsboro, Oregon, 97123. That is 346 Southwest Walnut Street, Hillsboro, Oregon, 97123. Doors open at 6:30. Show starts at 7.
6:30.
Get your asses down there because tickets are going fast.
Fast.
Man, they are going
Like the Flash.
They're going faster than Barry Allen. I'm telling you, they are going super fast.
But not messing up the timeline though.
You know, let me tell you something. Here I am cutting a nice promo about the show that's going on January 2nd. And look at my screen, and I see the ugliest picture. No more stakes and weights. It's Otis time. This picture just popped up on my screen and literally scared me and made me stumble for a second.
It's Otis time.
He has no neck. He has no neck, ladies and gentlemen.
He's a thug.
No neck over there.
Wow. He looks like a mean guy. Anyway, so Imminent Marketplace, 346 Southwest Walnut Street, Hillsboro, Oregon, 97123. BCW Worldwide presents True Tradition, a legacy fulfilled. It is going to be it's going to be all ages. All freaking ages, ladies and gentlemen. All ages. Everyone.
Are we actually going to be there?
You can bring your mama, your daddy, your grandpa, your grandma. You can bring the little kids around. You can little kids around the block. You can bring the dude over there sweeping up the trash. You can bring the guy. No, you don't want to bring that guy because he's doing other stuff over there. You can bring Santa Claus. You can bring Saint Nick. I mean, it's already after Christmas. He ain't got shit to do. You can bring him too. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be top tier matches. We're talking about the BCW Worldwide Championship Lucha Rules, 2 out of 3 falls. The BCW Worldwide Tag Team titles will be on the line. The OIW North American Championship will be on the line. Man, we have a lot of shit going on that show, and you can go get your tickets right now on eventbrite.com. Just go and type in the words eventbrite.com/BCW, and you will see it right there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, tickets are going fast. So fast. They're faster than this promo I just cut. So fast. Faster than a women's match in a WWE show. That's how fast they're going.
So fast, and Veer Mahan is coming to Raw soon.
No. Veer,
Not that fast.
they ain't coming that damn fast. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we'll go to the next match. And I have a problem with this. The reason why I have
a problem with a WWE match?
What?
I can't believe that.
I know,
right? Insane.
It's so stupid. Like in my day, when you were a champion and you have a challenger, and that person is challenging the champion for the title, it is a non-title match. It's not a championship contenders match with the champion. A contenders match would be like Shane versus Julian in the match to determine they face me as the champion. That's a contenders match.
Yep.
So once again, we have Dolph Ziggler, the bump machine, one of the most talented professional wrestlers alive, facing Damian Priest, the current United States Heavyweight Champion.
Yep.
Who has a Jekyll and Hyde gimmick. Now, we talked about this before, Julian.
Tell me more.
Yeah.
Doudrop, Piper Niven, faced Bianca Belair and was beating her and then got out of the ring and left. And got counted out. So if you don't want to defend your championship against someone, you're going to beat them, right?
Correct.
So Damian Priest, in all his glory, gets disqualified. I'm sorry, he gets counted out because he's beating up someone that wasn't even involved in his match.
Correct. We got distracted. Sloppy.
Yep.
So sloppy.
I just don't understand why. So here you are, the champion. You just got disqualified, and now you got to defend your championship next week against the guy you didn't want to defend the championship against because you were too stupid to get back in the ring to answer the count. Now, every week, he does this whole thing where he gets punched, he gets kicked, he gets beat up. Then he flips his shit to become some crazy out there weirdo and gets disqualified. So if I were Dolph Ziggler and I knew that I was facing a complete idiot who likes to get disqualified and do stupid stuff, I legit will petition to have the match where if you get disqualified, you lose your title, which is probably something WWE is going to do because they've been given this storyline so much play week after week after week after week after week after week after week. They're giving this storyline so much play. This guy getting disqualified every fucking time. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to sound. I'm trying not to sound tribalist. That makes sense. I don't want to be like, "Oh, I'm an AEW stan." You know, I hate WWE. But here's the reason why people don't like WWE because of the stupid shit like this.
DQ finishes.
You sound like a tribal chief right now.
Man, I do not acknowledge Roman Reigns as my tribal chief. I acknowledge Adam Woods from According to Woods, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Adam, According to Woods. You can find him on the BuySM.net network. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, wherever else he's on. Search out the words According to Woods. And when you go find him, you add him, you say, Adam Woods, I acknowledge you as my tribal chief and not Roman Reigns. Because you're the Maharaja of MMA.
You know what they should do? For one of these U.S. title matches, they should have a stipulation.
Yeah.
Where they tell the Archer of Infamy that hey, if you snap during this match and you start just whooping on people, you lose the title.
Mm-hmm.
It'll cause the DQ. For those of you, again, I'm going to go to old school cartoons right now. There's an episode of Popeye. And Brutus was in the hospital. Of course, he was faking it.
Mm-hmm.
He told Popeye, hey, man, the reason I'm in the hospital is because of you. Every time you eat that spinach, you just go crazy. It sends you into a frenzy, and you're going to end up hurting somebody really bad. So you got to stop eating that spinach. So Popeye felt really bad, and he threw away his spinach. And, of course, as soon as he got rid of the spinach, Brutus came out the hospital, started whooping on him, and Popeye tried eating every substitute for spinach. It didn't work until finally the spinach can came back to him, and he ate the spinach. But anyway.
Eat your spinach, kids. It makes you strong.
They should just go ahead and tell Damian Priest, yeah, if you snap during the match, we're going to DQ you.
And have the title over to Dolph Ziggler.
And hand the title over to whoever else. Make him win a match just being old, regular Damian Priest. Not make him be part. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say make him be party time Damian Priest again, but nobody wants to see that. But just have him.
I mean, why not? You might team up with Madcap Moss.
Just have him wrestle a match. A regular old match. None of the theatrics. None of the, I'm going to get you. Oh, I'm so mad. Ooh, I'm going to snap. Just, cut it out.
I just think that is the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I just, like I said, I don't want to sound like a dick, but I think that is the stupidest fucking gimmick that they have.
Or
it's
have
so
reached into
dumb.
a shirt and pull out a can of spinach. One of the two.
That might be more entertaining. Just why you open your strip club with a can of spinach? You got girls dancing in front of you. They'd be like, "Can I get a tip?" You'd be like, "I got the tip of this can of spinach. Take a bite."
You know what? If they had him do
On to the
something where he
finish.
was getting his ass beat, and he went to the crowd railing, and someone gave him beer, and he drank a beer, and the beer powered him up, I'd buy that. That would be entertaining.
I just think the whole it's dumb, and I don't see why people are.
He's
actually
Puerto
like,
Rican. He's got that hot Spanish blood.
I mean, hey,
Like
I'm
Ricky
Canadian,
Ricardo.
but you don't see, I'm not cold as ice. I'm not stabbing people with icicles and shit. Talking about, do you want to build a snowman? Do you
Speaking
want
of
to build a
stabbing people,
snowman?
It's not snowing.
No, I'm not doing all that. But the point I'm trying to make is, I just think that the storyline is well played out. The gimmick is stupid, and
Correct.
It's honestly, it's going nowhere. It's so what's gonna happen? He's gonna beat Dolph Ziggler next week, and he's gonna go on a Goldberg run where he just starts killing everybody because he's just so angry, and all the time he ever loses is by disqualification.
Might as well change his name to Blood Runner.
Yep.
Wow, that was
who
way
said that?
too soon
Who
to
said
bring
that?
that shitty ass guy's name up. Wow. So my comments were Priest my comment was Dolph versus Priest, horrible match. Priest no sells a kick to the knee. Dolph kicked him in the knee, and Priest got up and held him up with a fucking suplex. I was like, somebody please, what in the actual two fucks is going on right now?
Yep.
Oh my God. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner by count out, Dolph Ziggler.
Dolphin Ziggler.
Yeah,
Which means that Dolph now gets to face Damian Priest for the U.S. title at day one.
No, next week.
Should have
Oh,
been
so
at day
that's-
one.
It's next Monday. Next Monday on Raw.
Yep.
Yep.
Sadly.
So then we go to a backstage interview, backstage segment with your boy Lashley. Lashley's in the locker room getting undressed, and the MVP says, "Hey man, I know we were just setting up Big E, right? We were setting him up, right?"
You trust him?
And Lashley looks at him and goes, "You trust him?" He goes, "No, I don't trust him." He was like, "But hey man, you weren't gonna leave me hanging out to dry, were you?" And Lashley looks at him and goes, "Man, I need a little hydration. Can you go get me a glass of water?" Like, basically, just made MVP his bitch. I was like, "Go get me a glass of water." So, yeah. Then we go to a match that I'm pretty sure everybody loved. It was Rhea Ripley versus Zelina. And at this point, we didn't have the world's most beautiful woman, Carmella. And we didn't have Nikki, almost a superhero, Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, out of ringside. But she was watching backstage at that stupid, awkward angle. They watch TV like this.
Yes.
And the monitor, the screen's like right here, but they watch it like this.
The please attack me angle. Yeah.
Like, I can't see the TV. But oh my God, did you see that? Oh man, oh, look at that. You know, goddamn well they were looking at the fucking TV. That's that WWE shit. So Rhea Ripley versus Zelina. Pretty basic. We're talking pumpkin spice latte basic. Uggs. Yeah. It was pretty fucking Hallmark. It was like Hallmark Channel basic.
Gross.
Yeah, it was pretty sad.
Are you saying that this match did nothing to advance Rhea Ripley?
Not only did it do nothing to advance Rhea Ripley, but it totally just wasted about 7 minutes of the TV's time.
This
Ripley
match did nothing to elevate Zelina?
Nope. Rhea Ripley wins. The best part of this match is Zelina coming out to the ring in her English accent. And she starts talking to the crowd. She says things. And then she goes right into her Puerto Rican accent. She cuts them. She's like, what are you talking about? She's going off in Spanish. And she's like, what I meant to say was.
I didn't mean to say that. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. You know.
Like, oh, it's all right.
It was,
hey, King Booker did it best.
Yes, he did.
You mean King Booker?
King Booker.
When he had his English
Booker.
accent and Crime Time took his wallet. What the hell, man? What the hell? Where the hell my wallet at?
They did just do that.
Oh my God. I'll tell you, ladies and
You know,
gentlemen.
it's kind of like when Mr. Fuji became your manager, all of a sudden you talked with a really bad Japanese accent.
Oh man. Or Shane, you may know this. When someone is talking about Psycho Sailor, they go, "Hey brother." They go right into the sailor voice. It's like, "Hey brother, how are you doing, brother?"
Oh my God. Yeah, I remember that one.
Remember that one match I had, brother? I was the original ECW guy, brother.
Original ECW, brother.
Yeah, brother. I was at ECW before ECW was ECW, brother. Brother. Like, dude, calm the fuck down. Okay, brother. 2 + 2 is brother.
Brother.
Oh, that's the shout out from my Northwest people that are listening right now on Spotify, Google, Anchor, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Pandora, all those cool places that you can listen to this podcast, or the ones that are watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter.
Or Twitter. We're on Twitter.
The tweets, the Twitter machines. Before I go any further, let me say this. Stop fucking bullying people on Twitter.
Yes.
If you are a bully on Twitter, you are a scumbag piece of shit. You are a keyboard warrior, a swipe to the left gangster. Stop fucking with people on Twitter. Be nice on Twitter. Stop sending horrible tweets to people. And especially people that you're not, like people you see on TV, they have personal lives.
Yeah,
Don't get involved in their personal life. They're characters on your TV show. They're athletes. They're not your friends. They're not your buddies. You can follow them on Twitter. You can follow them on Snapchat. You can follow them on Instagram. You can follow them on Facebook. But don't bully anyone. Have you guys not learned from the Hana Kimura incident? Think about that for a second.
They haven't.
When you guys are
honestly.
when you guys are bullying certain wrestlers or certain people online, think about Hana Kimura. Think about if someone would have not bullied that girl, would she still be alive today? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Think about this. Before you write that tweet, imagine that whoever you're sending that tweet to, what if they showed up to your house an hour later? Would you say the same thing to them, to their face?
True statement.
No, they were not.
True statement. I call those keyboard warriors. You can talk all the shit you want when on the keys. Moment. I'll tell you right now, you can talk shit about me on Twitter all you want. I'll come to your house. I bet you're not going to say that shit.
Nope.
That's just me.
Hey,
And those are
people,
my opinions. My opinions only. They do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast or those of BodySlam.net. They're mine and mine only. Stop doing that shit. Be a
For those
grown
of you
man,
that-
grown woman, whatever you are. Stop doing that shit.
For those of you who don't know, Bad Blood prints out the tweets with your face,
That's right.
with your picture.
And your address. I Google that shit.
So just in case you show up to a show, don't be ringside and don't have a drink in your hand.
Hey,
No.
if you see me doing this shit at the show, that's that motherfucker right there.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
guy.
Bad Blood sucks. And he also swallows. That's that motherfucker right there. Got you. Got
That's
you.
That's a $10. That's a $10 beer you just wasted money on. You're gonna be wearing it home.
Hey, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'll tell you. And this is a story that is completely 1000% true. I went to a wrestling show one time in California, and I'm sitting next to this guy, and this guy is talking so much shit about me. He looks at me, he elbows me. Hey man, how you doing? I'm like, great. He's like, it's your first show? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's my first show here, man. He's like, man, so fucking awesome, right? I'm like, yeah. He says, man, I heard this motherfucker Bad Blood is gonna show up. And I'm like, oh yeah? And I'm like, okay. He's like, yeah, man, that motherfucking piece of shit. If he shows up, I'm gonna punch him in his fucking face. I'm gonna beat his ass. He's a fucking asshole. I'm like, dude.
No.
Shit. I'm like, I'll help you. He's like, you would? I'm like, hell yeah. Look, I'm like, let him show up. I jump over the guardrail, kick his ass. He was like, you would? I'm like, bro, anything for you, man. You are so fucking cool. And I talked to this guy, literally, no lie, 45 minutes. This guy was talking about how he's gonna kick my ass, and he couldn't wait for me to come. He said he comes out that curtain. Ooh, I'm gonna fuck him up. And I was like, man, what did he do to you? He's just a piece of shit. I'm gonna fuck that guy up. I don't like him. And I was like, damn, I don't like him either. Like, dude, this guy's a fucking asshole. So he's like, yeah, man, you down for this? I'm like, I'm down, bro. I am so down, right? So then my spot comes where I have to jump over the guardrail and attack the guy.
Oh.
So I said, oh man, hey, hold on 1 second. And I jump over the guardrail and I grab the chair and I'm whacking the shit out of this guy. And I'm like, I grab the mic and I turn around and say, for you stupid idiots in the audience who don't know who I am, I'm the franchise player Bad Blood. Tonight I came here to whoop somebody's ass.
He wasn't expecting that.
And dude's like,
and
and I said, and if you got something to say about it, if you want to kick my ass, you bring your ass in the ring right now, and I will lay you out like the piece of shit you are.
I'm gone.
So the point of the story is this guy was talking so much shit to me online. Like he was like gonna beat my because whenever I go to a territory that I'm new at, if I'm a face, and ladies and gentlemen, that means good guy. If I'm a face, I literally will go to the social media page of that promotion, and I will friend everyone in that list, and I will send out the nicest, cutest, super white meat baby face promo, and tag everybody in it. Because that way, when I come to the show, hey, that's him. High five, brother. High five. Right? Or if I go to your company and I'm a heel, then I am going to say the most rudest, nastiest. You're about to like just fucking pepper spray me, super. Just this fucking guy needs to get his bitch slapped heat. Like I will talk so much shit about you that you'll be like, wow, you'll be second guessing your life choices. And that's how you get the fans to hate you. So when I walk out that curtain, I got shit thrown at me. I got the mayor's daughter trying to pepper spray me. And that shit actually happened in motherfucking Tennessee. Trust me, that's crazy. But that's how you get that's how you get massive heat on the indies, right? So this guy believed everything. He was so adamant about beating my ass that he was telling a random stranger that he was going to beat his ass. It was amazing. It was so awesome, dude. So awesome. Anyway, the point I'm making is when you get that kind of heat, you get that kind of heat. We go to the main event because there really wasn't anything else, I don't think.
Except for they
Nope.
coexist.
You're forgetting a very important spot here.
No, I'm forgetting the very important interview. Let me tell you about this interview because it was funny as shit. I'm not talking about the Liv Morgan in the ring interview. I'm not gonna talk about that because that was a waste of time.
That's what I was talking about.
That was a waste of time. But so the main event, Big E is in the back, right? And he's walking by the announcer. The announcer guy goes, "Hey, Big E, let me ask you a question." Charlotte Caruso, whatever her name is. "Hey, let me ask you a question." She says, "Can you?" He goes, "Oh, no. Don't you say that naughty C word."
Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's so bad. It's so bad when they're on TV, live on television, and they're making fun of the story writer. They're making fun of the fucking creative. Like they're literally the guys in the match are making fun of the creative by saying these things, like pulling back the fucking curtain. Like, hey, look, here's the fucking Wizard of Oz. Oh, he's just a random ass dude. When you fucking, that's who this guy is. He ain't nobody special. Literally. Don't you say that naughty C word. Don't you say that naughty C word. Okay, yeah. Can we coexist? Ladies and gentlemen, every week on Raw, every pay-per-view since WrestleMania 10.
Correct.
Has been the can they coexist? Like
every time.
Like for instance, me and Julian are feuding over the heavyweight championship, right? Week 1, Julian does some shit by accident, and I get mad. The second week, I do some shit to Julian because I'm mad he did the shit by accident the first time. Then they put us in a tag team title match as a team. Correct. We win the tag team belts. But Julian wants to do it by himself, and I tag myself in. He gets mad. He shoves me. But because he shoved me, he's a legally tagged in guy. So then he makes the pin. I'm mad. I slap him on the back. There's another tag. We can't coexist. And then all of a sudden, we're the tag team champions. Then we wrestle a match, and we're trying to outshine each other. And then we lose the tag team belts. And then we go to our big grand match where we challenge, where we fight each other for the title. That's the WWE's same formula. Every time there's a champion, every time there's a title match, the big show, the champion and the challenger always go into a coexist moment. If it's a fatal 4-way, then the two heels and the two faces team up together, and it's the same shit every week.
Every time.
Austin and Dude Love.
Austin and fucking Triple H. Yeah.
Can they coexist?
Yeah. The 2-man power trip, remember?
Austin, Triple H. Yeah, 2-man power trip.
Poor Lena.
Mankind and The Rock.
Yep.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, this is an abusive relationship.
It's a formula.
Please seek help.
It works. Keep watching.
You deserve better than this. It's okay to flirt with AEW.
It's okay to say no to WWE.
It's okay to say no to Raw. It's okay. Don't worry. Vince McMahon doesn't know where you live. He doesn't care.
Hey, thank you so much.
He's got that peacock money.
That was Veer dropping off my Amazon packages. We've all been sitting around waiting for Veer to show up. I mean, come on.
Wait, Veer was right there. You should ask him, when is he coming to Raw?
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, okay.
He had on the Amazon desk, though.
Look, I gotta say this, man. The funniest shit I saw on Twitter, Denise Salcedo and Sean Ross Sapp had this tweet, this thread going, right?
Oh, I saw
And
that.
they were talking about Veer.
Mirror's coming. He's coming hard and
He's coming
really
so
hard.
He's coming in raw. She
Oh.
said, "Is this a Blue Chew ever? Is this a Blue Chew ever?"
Blue Chew.
Whose theme song was that? I'm coming. Yeah, MVP. He should
Yeah,
run
MVP.
MVP theme music.
MVP came, saw, and he left.
I'm coming.
Okay, so look, it's ladies and gentlemen, it's become so much of a joke that the people here that work at BodySlam.net literally have a drinking game for Raw. Here, let me share.
If Veer shows up,
If
Let
Veer
me
shows up,
share
you
the
got
screen.
chug. You got
Here,
chug
let,
that.
just let me share the screen here. Look, here we go. Okay, we're gonna share the screen right here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, it disappeared.
Let's do this. Let's make here's a screen right here. Look, if we zoom in right here, it says distraction finish, DQ count out. This is tier 2, 2 points for each time it occurs. Okay, tier 4, 4 points for each time this occurs. Babyface actually outsmarts the heel. Orton in his ringside chair. Commercial to video package backstage segment to a commercial combo before a match even starts. Okay. These are things that look, a Sonya and Adam Pearce segment. KO contract reference. Big E does a non-match segment in his ring gear. There it is.
Oh my god.
Look, and the biggest one out of all of them is Veer is coming promo. Commercial video package during an entrance. Orton annoyed by Riddle. Tag team
My god.
dysfunction, aka can they coexist? Look, it is so bad, ladies and gentlemen. It is so bad.
That literally happens every week.
That we
Veer
literally
Infinity come.
here at the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast, we literally have come up at BodySlam.net have come up with a fucking tally sheet for every week. Like fantasy, it's like a fantasy football schedule. We know it's so sad that we came up with this, and every week someone's getting points.
So what's going to happen first?
Hold on. This week there were 12 points. There are 12 points. 12 commercials. 12 commercials.
12 commercials?
2
Will
DQ
Shinsuke
finishes.
defend his Intercontinental Championship first, or will Veer show up?
Oh man, that's a good question.
Right?
I don't know. I mean,
What is gonna
I don't know. Well, look, commercials during entrances 12 times. DQ finish 2.
That's how many times they ring the bell.
Heels outsmarting the faces 6 times. The reference, can they coexist? 4 times. 2 roll-up finishes. 3 Sonya Deville Adam Pearce segments. 3 Big E ring gear promos before his match. And 1 Veer indefinitely coming spot. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 10, 12, 24, 26, 29, 30, 33 points I would have made off of watching 3 hours of Monday Night Raw.
Oh my god.
Here's the $1 billion question. When Veer shows up, will he win his match?
No, he's gonna show up and job. He's gonna fucking show up and he's gonna lose to Ridge Holland or some shit.
Oh my god.
Madcap Moss is gonna be
or he's gonna debut at the Rumble and get eliminated in 5 seconds.
Right away. He's gonna break the Santino Marella record.
Yep. Well, there's
your Bushwhacker Luke record. He's gonna whack his way in, whack his way out.
You know what would be totally awesome is if Ricardo Rodriguez pulled up and dropped off Veer.
Shout out to my boy Ricardo Rodriguez. Sean Ross Sapp Feifel said this an hour ago. Veer's gonna show up and be like, "I came," then disappear.
The Homer Simpson pink way.
Oh my god, it's crazy.
They might just show Veer backstage. He'll walk into a promo and be like this, and then leave. They can make him like Bruh Man,
right?
I just want someone to shout.
Oh,
I
but
want someone to shout backstage and be like, "Oh, Veer, you came!" And I'll be like, "Shit, I'm supposed to say that yet."
You know what's gonna end up happening though? There's gonna be a 24/7 segment where people are running through catering, and Veer's gonna be sitting there with a cup of coffee.
That's
He's
what
gonna
Veer's
be like,
coming
I've
to
been
the
here for
future.
like 3 months. No.
January will be 3 months. If
I've
they
been
do
lost in catering for
continue.
3 months. That's what's gonna happen.
Hey, dude, when Veer shows up, they have to have a gotta be in a stretch limo. They gotta have a stretch limo. He's got to get out with all kind of pomp and circumstance and be like, Veer, where you been? I got lost.
He's gonna be like, damn Uber.
Uber took me the wrong way. Damn it.
He's gonna be like, I was here last week. You came too early. That's what she
Take
said.
care of the house. You know how it is.
Oh man. This is the kind of shit you get when you watch the Roundtable Pros and podcast, ladies and gentlemen. If you think that's funny, ladies and gentlemen, if you think this show is amazing, you want to help these people out here, you can donate to biasm.net, help keep the website going so we can continue to bring you a wide variety of entertaining pro wrestling and MMA related content by going to www.slamchats.com. It's scrolling right here at the bottom. That is www.slamchats.com. Become slamtastic. Become a slamaholic. Choke slam that shit.
Help pay for Veer's Lyft ride.
Yeah, help pay for us to find a. Look, ladies and gentlemen, you want to help out?
Beer.
Do us a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Do us a favor. Go donate right now to www.slamchats.com so we can hire a private investigator to fucking find me.
From that guy that was trying to find the Undertaker, trying to find Veer.
Look. It's almost Christmas time. It's almost Christmas. Christmas is what, 4 days away? 3 days away? 4 days
Maybe
away?
Veer be dressed up as Santa Claus. Oh wait, R-Truth did that already.
Yeah. Look, shout out to my boy Damon. He's watching us right now. Yeah. Hey, maybe I can get my boy Damon. He's watching us right now live on the Roundtable Person Podcast YouTube channel, the BiasM.net channel. Look at this. Maybe we can hire him. He's a smart kid. He can get his dog and they can fucking go find Veer and we only have to pay him like $20.
You know, man, the best thing they could do is backstage, someone say, hey, anybody seen Veer? And then someone just goes, hit it, Rockapella.
Or what they can do is turn on the Find My iPhone if he has an iPhone.
Find my
iPhone.
Find my iPhone. Find my Veer.
Yeah.
Veer just walks
It starts
up.
beeping. He's like sitting next to you. I've been here the whole time. What if he's been here the whole time?
Oh.
He's like, dude, I've been right here this whole time. like someone comes backstage and Charlotte Cruz will stand there and she's like, it's been a long time. I've been wondering where Veer is. And he's like, been right here the whole time. What are you talking about? Did you not see me when I walked in?
No.
You said hello. So bad. Oh, man. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so the main event, Big E and Lashley won the match. And then there was a serious beatdown afterwards. And they went off the air. And
They couldn't.
Bobby Lashley got curb stomped into the ring steps.
Yeah, he did.
Those deadly metal steps.
You know why that happened, right?
Why that happened?
Because Bill Goldberg called and was like, Gage wants you to fuck him. The daycare was shut down. They were like,
daycare was shut down, damn it.
They were like,
and hooked.
Somebody kids getting beat up, so they hired him. They hired a bodyguard.
Goldberg paid him off.
Yeah, Goldberg is sitting at home. He's like, there you go, Gage. Got him. Well,
got him, Gage.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on another exciting installment of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. You guys have been great. You guys are great in the chat. Shane, you're a funny dude. People like you. Julian, people like you. I don't know why the fuck I'm on the show. I'm the straight guy, I guess. You guys are comedic geniuses. I'm just the dude in the chair. With that being said, please join us every week, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday here at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. On Wednesday, we're going to talk about the Owen Hart Cup.
Your favorite show of all time.
That's right.
The real wrestling show.
It's so funny. I'll say this, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about Monday Night Raw, really awful wrestling. I love talking. I love coming on the show. I love being with Julian. I love being with Shane. I love being with Tony DeBurns. The plethora of guest hosts that we have on our show. You know, from Rhapsody, we got Ratchet Reg, and we got Phil Lindsay. You know, from Fightful, we got Kate Hensler, we got Rob Wilkins. A lot of them. You know, we got our boy Throwback. A lot of real cool people join this podcast week after week after week, and we talk Raw, we talk SmackDown, we talk Rampage, we talk AEW. None of us talk NXT because we don't understand that shit.
Too bright.
Yeah, my eyes can't handle all that brightness. But we come on this show and we have fun with you guys week after week after week after week. And sometimes, like, some of us aren't in the best of frames of mind. Like today, I've been having a really emotional, high anxiety day, and it's been a real shit day for me. But you guys make it fun. And I appreciate the fact that you guys come and listen to us rant and rave about how horrible Raw is. Julian always tries to be the spin doctor. He wants to make you guys feel, you know, informed about really awful wrestling. Me personally, I can give two shits about Raw because it is a horrible show. Horrible show. And unlike other podcasts, I'm not gonna put anybody out there, but other podcasts will want you to come on here and be like, hey man, Raw was actually great. No, Raw was shit. Okay. Raw was shit. We watch Raw.
Yeah.
So you don't have to.
That is true.
But if you want to watch Raw, feel free to come and talk to us in the chats because, hey, we like it. We like to have you guys be a part of the conversation. We love it when you guys are part of the conversation, and it makes us happy. It also makes us happy when we're able to do real cool shit for you guys. Like, tell them what they can watch us on TV, Julian.
Oh, man, if you're in the Portland, Oregon area, and it's a Monday night, you can catch us on Channel 22 Xfinity TV and Channel 8002 CenturyLink TV. On a Tuesday night at 9:30 p.m., Channel 22 Xfinity TV and Channel 8003 CenturyLink TV. Or if it's a Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m., catch us on Channel 11 Xfinity TV and CenturyLink TV.
So let me get this straight. They can watch us live on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
And
then they can watch us on TV if they don't have the internet. They can watch us on TV in Portland, the metro area. They can watch us on TV Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Wow!
And they can download the podcast from most of your podcast outlets.
That means they can go to Amazon. They can go to Google Podcasts. They can go to Apple. They can go to Spotify. They can go to Pandora. They can go to iHeartRadio. And all those platforms that they can. Man, we're literally everywhere.
Everywhere.
And we're dropping like special interviews, man. Like I did an interview with Kerry Silken from Ring of Honor, Josh Woods, the ROH Pure Champion, your boy, the legendary Caprice Coleman. Look, man, NWA superstar Mike Knox, formerly of WWE, formerly of Impact Wrestling, Aces and Eights.
Aces and Eights.
You know, Shania Kai, you know, she debuted on AEW Rampage and she faced Jade Cargill. She's also a Mission Pro Wrestling. And she works GCW all around. Like she's a phenomenal athlete, ladies and gentlemen. There's so many more interviews that are gonna be dropping. We got Shane Taylor that dropped. Man, I got a real special interview coming up. I'm not telling nobody what it is. Just like I didn't tell nobody about the Kerry Silken interview until I dropped it. And they're like, oh shit, that's the Ring of Honor guy, the guy who started Ring of Honor. Like, wow. Special. Yes.
Are we possibly gonna hear from a certain suplex assassin?
That suplex assassin might be coming on a little sooner than you think.
All right, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm just saying, like when I do interviews, I don't just stick to the big WWE, AEW, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor. I go all out. I get guys that you watch on your local shows. I get guys that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna ask you: do you want to see local wrestlers? Do you want to see top indie guys? Do you not just want to see WWE guys and Ring of Honor guys? Do you want to see the up and coming guys, the guys that mean shit, that matter in the future?
Yes.
What about guys like MLW World Champion Alex Hammerstone?
Yes.
You know, what about guys like that? Like he just recently re-signed an extension, and he's gonna be with MLW for a long time. What if I start interviewing MLW guys?
Yes.
Just saying. What if I start interviewing GCW guys?
I would love to hear an interview with a certain Fatu, and not the ones that we see on TV.
Well, I'm just saying, man. My boy Julian and I are gonna make our GCW debuts together
Wow.
Not in the ring, but we're gonna be at GCW.
Yeah.
The back-to-back show, the 25th and 26th of February.
Well, I won't be in the ring.
Yeah. I'm just saying. I mean, you can get in the ring. I mean, shit.
I know it's gonna happen, but
I mean, I mean, shit. Hey, you can get in the ring all you want. Ask Shane what happens. Ask Shane what happens when people get in the BCW ring that don't belong in there.
Yep.
Get knocked the fuck out.
Knock the hell out. Or they get dragged out of the building. That one.
That too, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, you can do us a huge favor. You can go like, click, and subscribe on BodySlam.net. That is www.bodyslam.net. You can go there for all your wrestling news, needs, all that cool stuff, like stories that are dropping all the time, interviews, a lot of great articles. We are there to please you, ladies and gentlemen. We are there to please, and all those things. We're even there to do one thing that I hate doing
what is
on the
that?
show.
What?
Reuniting 3MB.
We're not 3MB.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. For your boy, the chemical one right there.
Before we leave,
Oh,
mind blown.
What?
I know where Veer is.
Where?
He went to get Hook.
Someone better send Hook to give here. Oh man. Hey, I can't wait for Hook Christmas Day to face Bear Bronson.
Oh yeah.
He's going up against a bear.
Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I ain't gonna bash on Hook because Hook had one great match. I ain't gonna bash on Hook. But what I will say is this: all you people online right now that are so Hook is so great. Hook is so great. Oh my God. Hook, give every championship to Hook because Hook is this, Hook is that. Hook had a match against Fuego del Sol.
He's going up against a bear.
Put him against Bobby Fish.
Bobby Fish.
That's
Put him
right.
against Kyle O'Reilly, CM Punk, Bryan
Look what we go
Danielson.
mission
Put him against Shane.
that.
Fuck it.
Me? Me?
Test this kid before you guys bow down to him as the new god of professional wrestling.
That's right.
So with that being said, that's your boy Shane right there, the man in the chats. Your boy Chemical Julian, the mixologist, the professional wrestler, mixing shit up every day.
Every day.
And your boy, the franchise player, Double B Bad Blood. Thank you very much for joining us here on this crazy show called the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast live on MySlam.net.